Lord found himself in a physical form, mirroring his greatest warrior. Hell needed a strong leader to guide them, and what better form to do this than the Doomslayer? Here, the Doomslayer attempted to shoot him, but this holy place did not allow blood to be spilled, and so Davoth ordered the Doomslayer to meet him within Hell in the capital city of Amora, where they could have their fight. The Doomslayer had fulfilled the goals Davoth had set for him, but in order to have his true vengeance, the Doomslayer also had to die. As he returned to his realm in physical form, Davoth prepared for battle. He did not have the abilities he used to have, but the first people of Amora had managed to remain untwisted by Hell thanks to the power of Hell Essence. In this time, they had grown the city and technologies even more, where they used their knowledge to build a mech suit for the Dark Lord. As the Doomslayer arrived and fought with Davoth, the forces of Hell battled around them with the armies of the other realms as the final confrontation between good and evil commenced, where Davoth told the truth of the dawn of creation. After a brutal fight between these two godlike beings, Davoth fell to the Slayer and he accepted his fate. The Doomslayer had beaten him fairly in combat, and so he had the right to finish him. The Dark Lord was evil, but he was honorable. In his final moments, he asked the Doomslayer if there was anything he wanted to say to his creator, and in response, the Doomslayer said no as he struck his chest, killing him.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is the first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder, and you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart nutrition apps, inventory trackers, onboarding tools, you name it. And if the only thing stopping me from making the app is the idea, why not build an app that gives me endless app ideas? So let's make it. Pro tip, I draft the full app spec in ChatGPT, and then I drop the prompt directly in Base 44. It gives me super detailed structure. And here it is. Everything I laid out in detail as it goes. This is pretty awesome, but I want to make it playful. So I'm going to add a swipe left and swipe right interface. Same usability we all know. Now I'm going to add one more feature. So every idea that I favorite will turn into a kickoff prompt to start building the app itself. And that's it. Just come up with your idea, any idea, and Base 44 will do the rest. So go to Base 44 and create apps with your name on it.
These were two weirdly shaped or odd to make the cut in a regular packed bacon, but bacon is bacon, baby.
When bacon's cut down to uniform strips, there's often trimmings left over. Misfits Market works with Nyman Ranch to package up all those delicious leftover bits to save them from going to waste. That's just one way Misfits Market delivers groceries you can feel good about. Sign up today to shop other rescued food and high-quality groceries delivered right to your door.
As decreed by Hell's law, the Dark Lord had been defeated in ritual combat, and so all demons outside of Hell's borders were destroyed with him. Although Davoth had failed and died at the hands of the Doomslayer, a being of his own creation, he had still won in part. The Doomslayer's need for vengeance and anger at the demons had led to the fall of Urdak, the death of the Carnmaker, and the destruction of the Father's life sphere, as the Doomslayer had gained his abilities through the essence of the Dark Lord in the Divinity Machine, and bore his mark as a result. He too fell with the Dark Lord, not to death, but he felt weaker. With Davoth's enemies dead, he had not failed completely. This was not the end of everything, but he had managed to manipulate many beings as a mere life sphere from the Tomb of Souls. Davoth had been betrayed by his own creations, and he felt his revenge was justified until the very end. This is where his story ends, but with how unpredictable this timeline is, maybe there will be more to this tale in the future. This is a new series for me. I fell in love with Doom and its lore and got through the whole of Doom, Doom Eternal, and the prequels in about 2 weeks because I loved it so much. Not only was the fast-paced combat a nice change of pace from Half-Life and the other games I cover, but it came with a deep lore that is so well ingrained into the game. The lore is well written but a little confusing. The false story of the father and the true origin of creation is really interesting, and after what Davos went through, I understand why he did what he did. I do want to mention that I had to brush over some details throughout this as I wanted to stay on track with Davos' lore. But there are so many variables in the story, and Davos seems to be a major part of every part of the Doomslayer's life. So going forward, I will give each topic their own video. I have done my best to make this as accurate as possible. I pride myself on accuracy, but with the real story and the false maker history, it was tough to differentiate what was real and what was not. I did find a few inconsistencies and contradictions in the timeline too, so there may be different interpretations of the order of events depending on what you think. But with this video, I have ordered the events in what I believe make the most sense. Feel free to add your own thoughts in the comments below. Regardless, this is the toughest and most rewarding strip I have ever put together. There is so much information to condense and put into a chronological timeline based on the codex entries. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like and a comment on your thoughts to boost that algorithm. It would help a lot. I would like to thank my patrons and channel members who are on the screen right now, and an extra special thank you to my gold tier patrons and channel members: Jonas, Lewis, Queen Arby, Fluffy the Dragon, Mr. M791, and Ruben Mendoza. What did you think of this lore? Do you think Davos was actually a victim and justified in his actions? And what Doom lore would you like me to cover next? Let me know in the comments below. Now Doomslayer, enjoy your day. Bye.